This is your News Source Evening Bulletin for today, Friday, the 8th day of September in the year 2023. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting, and here's what we're tracking tonight. The leader of the opposition, Aubrey Norton, today said he is prepared to hold talks with the president on a number of constitutional matters, though not optimistic that those talks will take place anytime soon, given the government's posture towards the opposition. Last week, the U.S. ambassador expressed a willingness to broker talks between the two leaders, but both the president and the vice president brushed aside the suggestion. Today, Mr. Norton said he's open to the proposal, but strongly believes that Guyanese should be able to solve their own problems.
Guyana is a sovereign country, and we welcome the overtures of the United States. We're always glad when people are showing an interest in Guyana, and therefore we have no problem with the offer. But I believe the onus is on Guyanese to solve Guyanese problems.
Citing an example of the president's reluctance to meet with him, the opposition leader said in June of last year he wrote to the president, signaling his support of the confirmation of Justice Unit Cummings as the Chancellor of the Judiciary and Justice Roxanne George as the country's Chief Justice. He said the response was arrogant.
The president's response was arrogant. He said in his response that he decides the time and place when everything should occur. I don't see the need for me to be writing the president on these matters when the president has exuded an arrogance that suggests that he's not propitiously disposed to any initiative outside of what they think.
President Ali and the opposition leader have not held official talks in more than a year. In May of last year, they met for the first time to discuss a number of constitutional and statutory appointments. However, the relationship went downhill weeks later, after a planned meeting between the two leaders fell through. The situation further deteriorated after the opposition leader refused to shake the hand of the president at an event, telling reporters that he will not shake the hands of his oppressors. But today, Mr. Norton said though Guyanese are still oppressed, he shook the hands of the president at a lay event back in April, while the two greeted each other.
Anyone who was at that function for the Seventh-day Adventist Church will know that I shook his hands. And I did shake his hands because he ended the oppression. I shook his hands because at the time, I thought the forum was a forum that sought to bring us together, and it was the right thing to do. So I considered disingenuous when the president is still ranting and raving about a shake hand.
And the chairman of the PNC, Reformer Sherwin Holder, said it is clear that the government is not interested in advancing talks with the opposition.
We entertain no hope that such engagements at any level would deliver benefits, given the PPP's obsession with seeking total one-party domination and control. While many look to the president, leader of the opposition summits as the only mechanism for engagement, several other forums exist for inter-party discussion and agreement, such as the National Assembly, regional and local government councils, state boards and commissions, and joint task forces.
The PNC chairman noted that the government has shown no interest in engaging the opposition, but has chosen to sideline the main opposition party. More news coming up in just a moment.
It's been a long time coming. Overdue, some might say. But now that it's here, it will change life forever. And it is here to stay. The future is now. Transforming Guyana into the 21st century. Introducing GTT Fiber. Experience internet connectivity like never before. Speeds you deserve at prices you can afford from a name you can trust. Sign up today. GTT Fiber is here. GTT. Together, we rise faster.
Oh my lord. I just love to shop in this store. My customers, them gonna love all these things. So many different things in one place. Household items, electronics, toys, stationery, confectionery, exercise equipment, shoes and clothes for men, women and children, school things, costume, jewelry, perfume, makeup. Oh, look the makeup.
Giftland Office Max, Guyana's favorite department store. Having your own car means peace of mind.
Having your own car means comfort and convenience.
Having your own car means freedom to get there on your own time.
It's Deal on Wheels at Republic Bank. It's time to get that new vehicle or upgrade to a better one with Republic. Super low rates and low down payment. Up to 8 years to repay and great prizes. Come in to Republic Bank today.
Republic Bank. We're the one for you.
Bust the flavors. We're full of flavors. Bust the flavors that me crave for. We're full of flavors. Tell your neighbors about the bust the flavors. Grab a bust the flavors. Yeah, thirst buster. Grab a buster. Bust the flavor, taste the savor. Bust the flavors. Bust the flavors.
Are you looking for the best high school education at affordable fees? Then register your child today at the VYC Academy. Now enrolling grades 7, 8, and 9 students for the 2023-2024 academic year. VYC Academy, achieving academic excellence. For more information, call us on 227-1013 or WhatsApp us at 613-4806.
Strong and solid in countries far and wide. New India Assurance, we're standing by your side. Golden service, half a century and more. New India Assurance, our policies are secure. From the heart of India, we serve these islands. The strength that you can trust, you're safe when you come to
New India Assurance Company. Assurance when you need it most.
For your home, motor or business insurance, visit New India Guyana office, 58 Brickdam next to Star Computers. Telephone 2260-415-7. Comfortable parking available.
The Guyana Police Force Academy has now been fully accredited as a learning institution under the National Accreditation Council. Executive Director of the National Accreditation Council, Dr. Martin Hudson, presented the Acting Deputy Commissioner of Police, Calvin Brutus, with a certificate of accreditation today. The accreditation is for a period of 5 years. Acting Deputy Police Commissioner Brutus said the accreditation marks a significant milestone in the Academy's journey towards excellence in law enforcement education and training.
The achievement of institutional accreditation is just a feather in our cap. It is a testament to the dedication and hard work, unwavering commitment of the administration of the Guyana Police Force and its members, in particular our strategic unit and the staff of the Academy. It is a reflection of the tireless effort of our instructors as well, and the dedication of our recruits, and the support of our partners and stakeholders. We take immense pleasure and pride in this achievement and the positive impact it will have on our nation's security and safety of our citizens.
Ahead of its accreditation, the Academy received its certificate of registration from the National Accreditation Council in September of last year, which marked the first step towards full accreditation. It was explained that the Academy, among other things, was required to act on the recommendations outlined in Disciplined Forces Commission report of 2004.
These recommendations aimed at enhancing the professionalism and efficiency of our police force, which were subsequently adopted by the National Assembly of Guyana under Resolution number 33 in July 2007. This adoption demonstrated our commitment to improving the standard and capabilities of our institution. In 2022, we unveiled the Guyana Police Force's revised strategic plan, and in particular, the strategic pillar dedicated to developing our people, is which we follow through on having an accredited training institution or component of the organization. This serves as a commitment or the cornerstone of our commitment to continuous improvement and development of our officers and ranks.
The Academy was also required to upgrade its entrance examination as well as its marking and grading schemes. In both cases, recruits are now required to score no less than 70 marks as a pass rate. Mr. Brutus said in keeping with the force's commitment to modernize and transform the force, a decision was taken to change the name of the institution from the Felix Austin Police College to the Guyana Police Force Academy. A number of physical upgrades are also being made to the Academy. In achieving its accreditation, the Academy received support from a number of organizations, including the U.S. Embassy. Dr. Hudson, in his remarks, said the Guyana Police Force was the first public institution to be accredited under the National Accreditation Council.
The Guyana Police Force moved beyond registration into the realm of accreditation, which speaks to another level of education delivery. And maybe I should say this now, that the Guyana Police Force is the first public entity that has attained this status, and I think we should put our hands together for them. And they should serve as a catalyst for change for the others who are functioning with respect to education delivery. Move beyond registration into the realm of accreditation, because what that does for your institution, it makes the institution more viable and credible.
He also noted that no post-secondary or tertiary level institution should be operating in the country without being approved by the National Accreditation Council, warning that a breach of the National Accreditation Act is a summary offense with a fine of $200,000. Concerned about an increase in the number of incidents that have resulted in damage to its transmission and distribution lines, the Guyana Power and Light Company is threatening action against those contractors who are responsible for those problems. In a statement today, GPL said the negligent actions of contractors and motorists has resulted in 24 incidents that have caused damage to the company's systems in the past 8 months alone. The power company said some of the incidents have resulted in widespread power outages, loss of revenue, and disruption of scheduled operations, which has caused the company to divert resources and manpower to conduct otherwise preventable remedial work. GPL said a recent incident involving a contractor resulted in the east bank of the Marara residents being without power for more than 8 hours, as the company worked for an extended period to repair broken lines and other damaged equipment. According to the company, it has been proactive in sensitizing the public about the dangers of unsupervised activities near its network. The company said it is prepared to have resources available to contractors working close to the company's network in order to mitigate the risk of service disruptions and network damages. The resources, the company said, will also assist with ensuring safe workplace practices within the vicinity of the company's network. The power company intends to work along with the police to address what it sees as a growing problem.
Come visit us on Waterloo Street. John Lewis Styles, simply different.
To tell you about my mom and how I lost her, it was a very hard reality for me.
I met Crystal through a friend who asked me to speak to her. The first time I saw her, my spirit just took a liking to her. I see Crystal as my daughter. I haven't given birth to Crystal, but I feel as if I do.
I felt alone. I got the support I needed from her.
I understand that Crystal was a lesbian. I choose to accept and embrace and love everybody. I'm a Christian and I believe we are all God's children. God loves everyone.
There was a time we all get educated enough to know that, you know what, everybody's just the same human.
She never questioned it. She just supported me right through it.
So I see her as a young woman full of potential.
Crystal and every gay and lesbian person should be treated with respect in Guyana.
Having your own car means peace of mind.
Having your own car means comfort and convenience.
Having your own car means freedom to get there on your own time.
It's Deal on Wheels at Republic Bank. It's time to get that new vehicle or upgrade to a better one with Republic. Super low rates and low down payment. Up to 8 years to repay and great prizes. Come in to Republic Bank today.
Republic Bank. We're the one for you.
PNC leader Aubrey Norton today offered no guarantee that the party's biennial delegates Congress will take place in December. Instead, he hinted that it will possibly be delayed by several months. Confronted on the issue during a virtual press conference, Mr. Norton said, while the party's constitution mandates that the biennial delegates Congress be held biennially to facilitate the election of new leadership, it does not dictate that the Congress be exactly 2 years from the date of the last Congress. Norton said traditionally the Delegates Congress is held in August. However, the 2021 Congress was held in December due to the COVID-19 pandemic. While assuring that the Congress will be held, Mr. Norton offered no clear indication of a timeline.
Generally, our party Congress is held in August, and our central executive, when it will meet, and there will be a timetable for Congress, and there will be a Congress. What I can't guarantee you is that it will be in December, because there is also the view that we should return Congress to its statutory August, so that going forward it is back to its normal place.
His comments came days after the PNC Reform General Secretary Dawn Hastings Williams told news source that plans will begin soon for the Congress to be held. She provided no date, but Mr. Norton said it is more convenient to hold a Congress when school is out to allow for full participation by those who will be required to travel to the city to attend the forum.
If you're talking December, you're either talking school period or Christmas period. And you're talking now not of a virtual Congress, of us going back to our traditional Congress, and therefore it should be held at the time when it is best and conducive to holding such a Congress.
The last Congress was a hybrid one, with persons attending both in person and virtually. The General Secretary had said that before holding Congress, the PNCR must first hold its long overdue General Council. The meeting is expected once every quarter. However, the Council has not met since August of last year. Norton assured that there has been no breach of the Constitution.
The party Constitution provides for General Council, but in that Constitution it also says in cases where the General Council is not convened, the party's central executive shall perform the functions. So when it's a violation of the Constitution, I don't know that there's violation of the Constitution.
2 years ago, Norton was among members of the party that had been pressing for the Congress to be held on time in 2021. Well, the Ministry of Finance has announced that the government has withdrawn another $41.6 billion from the Natural Resource Fund, pushing the total withdrawal so far for this year to $124.8 billion. The minister responsible for finance, Dr. Ashley Singh, said the money was transferred from the Natural Resource Fund to the Consolidated Fund to finance national development priorities in accordance with the Natural Resource Fund Act. It was explained that the transfer was done in 2 tranches, starting with $100 million in August and another $100 million this month, representing the 3rd and 4th drawdowns for the year. In February and May, the government made withdrawals totaling $83.2 billion Guyana dollars. In a statement, the Ministry of Finance said in keeping with the Natural Resource Fund Act of 2021, as part of the budget process, parliamentary approval was granted for a total of just over $1 billion to be transferred during this year. The government said it will continue to work through transformative investments to advance development in the country to the benefit of the people.
Super 95 gasoline gives you more reasons to drive and is available at 56 service stations nationwide. For affordable price, high performance, and high mileage, choose Guy Oil's Super 95 gasoline.
Fuel it up and drive!
Sorry.
Jack?
Hey!
Boys, where you going with all that speed?
Yeah, today's the 15th. My NIS contributions are due, and I ain't even get the forms as yet.
Hold on. You mean to tell me that you're not aware that all self-employed persons can now make their NIS contributions using the MMG app from the comforts of their homes and offices?
Really? I just pay my bills using MMG,
Yes, Jack. And the thing's simple. All you have to do is open the app, select Pay Bills, Government Services, NIS, and Pay. They will prompt you to enter your NIS number, the month you're paying for, and the amount.
So I don't need to submit any form?
No. The only time you submit in a form is when you're making a claim.
Wait. I could make a claim too?
Oh, no, man. You didn't know that? Yes. All self-employed persons are entitled to all benefits from NIS. Well, except for the industrial benefits. And here's the good part. All of their forms, you can download them from the NIS website.
Well, girl, I'm really glad I bumped into you.
Anyhow, make sure you pay your bills later.
Later? I gotta sit down right here and pay my contributions first.
Take care.
For further information, please visit the website at www.nis.org.gy, the National Insurance Scheme Facebook page, or your nearest NIS office.
Food Max Supermarket, located on the ground floor of the Giftland Mall, is your one-stop shop for all your grocery needs. We stock a variety of imported frozen meat and food products, fresh produce, and pet supplies, freshly made bread. Rotisserie chicken and patties are also available daily. Shop in comfort today at Food Max and let our courteous staff assist you in satisfying your shopping needs. Food Max, the fresh food specialist.
It's one of your biggest goals, getting your own home, where memories are made, where happiness lives. You may feel that home ownership or renovation is beyond your reach, but we at Republic want you to know that there's always a way. Ask us about our suite of mortgages. Let's help make your housing wishes come true. Or advise on how the equity in your existing home can finance other dreams and goals. Call or go online to learn more.
Look who's in the mix now. The new Buster Soda Water. 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 artificial flavors. 100% refreshing. Taste Buster Soda Water today. Buster Soda Water. Now available for only $120.
With your regional and international news tonight, I'm Svetlana Marshall. In the region, Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro will visit China from today, Beijing said, marking renewed engagement between the two countries as China's ties sour with Western capitals. According to Reuters, energy investment and debt repayment issues are likely to be a focus of the September 8 to 14 visit, China, the world's largest importer of crude oil, is Venezuela's largest creditor and a major player in the country's oil industry, which has the world's largest proven reserves. Maduro's arrival will follow meetings between a Venezuelan delegation, including the country's vice president and oil minister, and Chinese officials, according to China's foreign ministry. Venezuelan Vice President Delcy Rodriguez said in a post on X on Friday that the two governments were strengthening relations and cooperation in favor of peace. Washington and Caracas have long been at odds, though the Biden administration has proposed easing sanctions against Venezuela. Beijing's decision to host Maduro coincides with a G20 summit in New Delhi this weekend, which Chinese President Xi Jinping will not attend. A retired Colombian army officer pleaded guilty in a U.S. court on Thursday to conspiring and supporting a plot to kill Haitian President Jovenel Moïse, shot dead in his bedroom 2 years ago, a brazen assassination that created a destabilizing power vacuum. According to the signed U.S. court document, German Rivera, known as Colonel Mike, was part of the convoy which headed towards Moïse's hillside Port-au-Prince residence on July 7, 2021, days after he relayed information that the plan was not to kidnap Moïse, but instead to kill him. The document also says Colonel Mike provided material support, training, and personnel to support Moïse's kidnapping or murder. The court document details 3 counts for materially supporting the plot and conspiracy. Since Moïse's death, armed gangs have generally expanded their control across the impoverished Caribbean nation. Escalating turf war, largely centered around the capital, has driven a humanitarian crisis, leaving some 200,000 internally displaced, according to UN estimates, amid frequent shootings, ransom kidnappings, and sexual violence. And finally tonight, international news. Alongside Sydney Harbour, engineers are working on a submarine that will be powered by artificial intelligence and will have no human crew, Reuters said in a report. According to the report, the project is being driven by a contest between the US and its allies and China to develop AI-controlled weapons that will operate autonomously, including warships and fighter jets. The outcome of this competition could determine the global balance of power. Some leading military strategists say AI will herald a turning point in military power as dramatic as the introduction of nuclear weapons. Others warn of profound dangers if AI-driven robots begin making lethal decisions independently and have called for a pause in AI research until agreement is reached on regulation related to the military application of AI. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Svetlana Marshall reporting and encouraging you to stay safe.